I am also recording a YouTube short on OBS as well, so please just let me know if the audio is coming through, or at least if it sounds okay. Are we good? Perfect. I love OBS. I think I shared the link. Did I not share the link this morning? My apologies. Just give it a couple minutes. I'll just share the link. I am long on the NQ. You should be able to see my screen. Yeah, long here on the NQ. What was resistance turning into support. It is also above the previous day high from RTH session yesterday. Yeah, no, I don't think I shared the link, Julian, this morning, so I'm just gonna repost it on some of my channels. Let's try and get some likes on the video. Okay, we will give it just a couple minutes. Still got half an hour to the market open. What are we on now? I think only 9 viewers, so. Right, I think we'll start. It'll be recorded anyway, so people can watch this back. Okay, so it is Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Where did the days go? I keep saying it, but it feels like it's Tuesday and then it's Friday all of a sudden. But anyway, Thursday. So I'm just going to get the economic calendar up because I do think we do have some news items we need to pay attention to this morning. I think we have 9:45. Yeah, flash PMI. So we do have we did have initial jobless claims. Didn't really do anything to the price, to be honest. A bit of a dud. And then, yeah, 9:45 flash US PMI. So, and then home sales at 10, which shouldn't really do too much, but it can move sometimes. So we will pay attention to those. And I am currently long off this level here. We're above my trend indicator. We do have room all the way back up to overnight highs. Just to show you my trade, I am long on the NQ, and you can see here long at 359s, trying to get that move up. I don't normally take a trade before the market open, but I feel like this one could within the next half an hour reverse right back up to these highs. So this will be a nice little trade if we do get it back up into these highs, back up into the overnight high. If this fails, which I don't mind if it does, because if it does, it pretty much just lets me know what to do for the rest of the day. So all I have for you today is going to be a nice, quick, short morning breakdown, because it is really straightforward. You have to hold here. You can do this and maybe come back up, but really you need to hold in order for us to complete daily magnitude, which is nice because we've got all the way up to 555s. So if we are going to go higher, we do have magnitude on the day, which is really, really nice, up into 550s to 570s. And of course, if we don't follow this structure and we do the opposite and we just continue to go down, absolutely fine, because I just won't trade, because the daily magnitude on the downside is 200s. So daily magnitude to the downside is 200s, which is back down to this support. If that happens, you haven't really broken structure, so to speak. Ish, kind of, but it could just as easy as it could touch it, it could just come back above and do something like this. So it's not exactly a break of trend just yet. I don't think that'll happen today. If it does, it'll be outside of the ATRs. So that would be unusual, but it can happen. So don't think it can't happen. It of course can happen. It's just not the most common thing I would say is gonna, it's not as likely. everything counts in terms of my trend. The only thing that's going against me so far is we just aren't yet green. So all of the indexes you can see yesterday came down to our halfway backs, basically prior day support. So you can see on the NQ, I didn't trade the NQ yesterday because I actually took the ES because the ES was way cleaner. The ES traded a really nice same anchor new high, and it was just so much cleaner than the NQ. So I traded the ES, which was this same anchor new high here. Traded it on the 38. Hopefully you can see my screen okay. Oh, for those who have got the masterclass, I don't know if you saw my comment this morning, but I've spent quite a few hours this morning adding some new content, which is just incredible. So please go through that over the weekend or over today. This was the trade I took on the ES, just to show you my trade yesterday. It was a beautiful, beautiful trade. In fact, let's... in fact, no, I'll show you just the... I did a reel, but I'll show you the screenshot just quickly. So this was the trade we took on the ES live in Discord. The only trade we took. We waited 2.5 hours or 2 hours for this trade. Sorry, this is not the... This is... Sorry, here. Here. I didn't post it. Let me post it in the actual main chat. Swing trade channel. Sorry, wrong one. I normally post them in there, and then I think I forwarded it instead. So that was yesterday's trade on the ES. 3 65s, and then I added into this position at 73s, and I sold out at 85s, which was pretty much the high on that candle. And let me just mark that as yesterday, which is the 23rd, 07. Okay, or for you guys it's 07, 23, whatever. So that was the trade yesterday on the ES. Again, that was the same anchor new high. Going into today, we are in extensions. So you can see on the ES, we are in extensions. You have to hold here, in my opinion. And again, if you don't, that's fine. It's just, I don't think it's going to be a good long. If you're going to go higher, you want to be respecting where we are now. We will just need that confirmation on the open. But this should hold if you are going to go up. If you do something like, I mean, the ES technically could come down a bit lower. So let's just see what that would look like on the ES if we do we could do a same anchor new high. I don't think it's going to line up with support. No, you'll break trend. I think you'll break trend. I think you've got to go from the open. I think you have to rally from the open. And if you don't rally from the open, again, that's fine. But I just think it's going to be really, really choppy. And you're most likely just going to either consolidate or sell off throughout the day. If you do break down and then go back up, fine. But I just wouldn't take it personally. And again, that's fine because you don't have to take every single trade. YM is already kind of breaking trend. So be a little bit cautious on that. If we open below this trend, I would be cautious of that. ES and NQ are still in trend so far, and so is the RTH, but the RTY is below previous day high, so not as A+, but you aren't going to get every single day where the indexes align. That's fine, but when they do, it is worth noting. So yeah, on the NQ, this is all I'm really looking for. You have to hold here, in my opinion. If you don't hold and you come below RTH high and you take the overnight low and you just continue to chop or fade, then I won't trade any of this, personally. I won't trade any of the short side. I will only trade this one setup today if we get it. Ideally, we rally from where we are. We're basing out. This is what I want to see on the open. If we don't get that and we get something like this, that's fine. I would just rather wait for something like maybe the first hour to trade, and then we get a traditional that sets up something like that. So you either rally from the open quite aggressively and take out overnight highs, and probably overnight highs, short pullback, back up into this completion at 23,500s. If that doesn't happen and you just consolidate and chop around, then trade a traditional, fine. But if you don't and you just sell off, then I'm not going to touch it. And that is all I have today. I think I've taken 3 trades this week. Let me just check. So I've taken I think I've maybe take maybe 2 trades this week. Because I only have Monday. I only have Monday and yesterday. Yeah, so I took, yes, sorry, because today's the 4th day. I took Tuesday off. I didn't take any trades Tuesday. That's right. So I've only taken 2 trades this week. Literally 2 trades this week. That's crazy. But, you know, both of these trades were $800 per account on 11 accounts. In fact, more because I traded 3 minis instead of 5 micros. So that was a big day. But that was mainly evaluations. And then yesterday was $720 per account. And I am going to get 2 more My Funded Futures accounts. So I'll have 5 My Funded Futures, 5 Take Profit, and 3 Trade Day. So that's 13 accounts. So if anyone knows any other brokers or firms to be able to get another 7, maybe Tradeify, maybe, I'll see. But anyway, that is the morning breakdown. I will see you all in Discord in a second. Anyone watching on YouTube, click the link below to get the 7-day free trial, and I will see you tomorrow morning.